Right, here for a simple update of the modelling so far. Very short stream. I'm actually going to play games today, but wait, what am I looking at? I want to apply the modifiers. No, wait, I actually want to keep that one. What was the one I was thinking? Is it thread? Oh, right. Apply and then apply and then apply. And I'm assuming I should be able to just get rid of this now. So this is a copy. There is another version out there in the ethos, saved somewhere sensible. But I wanted to apply and confirm this particular one. Okay, I'm happy with that. It doesn't need its own camera, doesn't need its own light. That seems kind of useful. I still need to do materials. I'm hoping that's all one thing. The table is one thing. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. And let's export this as an FBX, not to here. Here and stitched, and we'll replace that. I'm assuming that's done. All looks very promising. Okay, so what's going on with this? Right. If I, oh wait, right. If I delete sewing machine and add a new sewing machine. I should have deleted this sewing machine, shouldn't I? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes to all questions. And then, oh, this needs to be made smaller again. But not that small. And then, I suppose if I make it relative to the chairs, that'll give me a good idea, because I was quite happy with the size of the chairs. Oh, all the chairs are pretty high though. Is there another chair? No. Okay, that chair is actually higher than this one. I think maybe I might exaggerate that slightly and move it upwards. There we go. I'm fairly happy with that. Okay. No, that's not what I want to do. Oh, I can. I forgot. I can only edit it in code. That is undesirable. So many levels. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. No, just shut it all down. I'm concentrating on this one at the moment. But I can't. Not right now. Okay. That's kind of annoying not to be able to edit it in here. But I suppose I'll have to live with it. No, there must be a way. Mm. Okay. But that's fine. I can add new materials, so that should be okay. So I should be able to, in theory, change that to a different material, right? And now I can edit it. Okay. What was I about to do? I have completely forgotten. Other than bring in a new. Oh, right. So sewing machine, add component. I want a box collider, and I want to be able to. Ugh. So actual collision. I, I really am always saddened by the fact that the polygon collider is only for 2D, but I can sort of appreciate that it's not that simple to make a polygon collider for 3D. Um, oh, what did I do for the cube? I had a. There we go. That's what I want. I want to copy component, and I want to add component. No, just paste it. Maybe I should give the chairs rigid bodies. Then I don't have to worry about them. Mm, we'll see how that works out. Um, right now, these embroidery rings, particles. I want to change the shape of the actual item. Much better. Okay, that is what I wanted. Oh, let's make that 1.5 instead of 2. Then I feel like this is changing the length in the way that I want it to. That's not what I want. That's the shape of the actual emission. So I actually don't feel that that's made a difference at all. Okay, that's made an ever so slight difference. Better. All right, I'm just gonna have to think about a better way to do that. No, I just wanted to see where it was. I'm assuming that's the thread line. That's fine. It's mildly confusing that there's three seats. To seat 1. Oh, I must have deleted it. Okay, so seat 3 should be okay. If I put it to, oh wait, no, -90. And what's this? There we go. Oh, thanks for the follow. Very much appreciated. Right, okay, so I am now ready. You know, I need an empty game object. Create empty game object. Machine. So seat 4 needs to go there, and the sewing machine, so that I can just move this to be exactly where it needs to be. Maybe I'll create an empty game objects. Oh, I think that's right, but I don't know. My spelling's not great. So now I can move them individually, but I should now have box. Right, if I move that to Y and move that there, and then there, and then just about there. Oh, that gives me a kind of central place for the collectibles, and then I can move these around as I please. I might delete that one and make all of them a copy of this one. Okay. So entrance points here. So that means instructions will need to be here, and they'll need to be a collectible here. Just to give the, oh wait, no. That means the entrance point needs to be, oh, turned around. There we go. I'm doing a full 360, it really doesn't matter whether it's minus or not. Right, and let's move that. So that one, move it just there and there. Okay, I am happier with that. These are all not going to stay on the same island, but I'm just trying to get everything in place so it's all working the way I want it to be, so I can add the aesthetic things later. Right, okay. Suppose I should start thinking about how I want this to look. But there's no point in doing it in Blender because I can't export the materials, just the, or the nodes, just the colors. And I do want the actual 3D model. Right, okay. I save this. And open. Is it this one? I think so. Oh, I just realized I think I deleted the original because I didn't like it. Oh, but I'm using it. So I should have a backup if I'm using it, so that should be fine. But what I did want to do was I wanted, why can't I click anything? Not that one. This one. I wanted this, not that, but that and this. I wanted to join them. I've done that the wrong way around, haven't I? Why can't I click anything? Oh, because I'm in edit mode, obviously. So are these all one already? Oh, but if I join those, they'll have to be the same material, won't they? That was why I didn't join them before. No matter. They will live apart and be just fine. What else do I need to do? I suppose I need to... Oops. Export. This needs to go to Stitch Review and Pleasure, and this is pin push box. Oh, right, no, this is SPX. That's not my one. Right, selected objects only. There is no animations to bake. And then I want that. Pins. No, export FBX. And then, why is that not shutting down? Right, to Unity. And then I want the pin cushion box and the pins. That's fairly easy. Right, so if I copy and paste the fabric island and rotate it slightly, create empty position 0, 0, 0, and these are you spell islands? But I know what it means. That one goes there, and that one goes in there as well. So, which one am I moving? Island 2. I need to think of a good way to go from one island to another. I was going to have like a what's it called? Like a tape measure, and you would just jump from one tape measure to another, but I don't know if that's the best method. I don't know if it would be easier to just have them within jumping distance of one another and not overcomplicate it. I suppose I could have a transport. Oh, now I need to find the transporty thingy. Majigs. No matter. I feel like an invisible bridge would probably be a slight overkill and not that fun. So if I save this scene and go to one of the example scenes, because I know that there is a transport, I wonder if I can just add it. Spatial seat hotspot. No, avatar teleport. There we go. Oh wait. The teleporter goes here. Yes. And the teleporter target goes. Oh, that doesn't seem right at all. Target needs to go. So let's go to here and make it straight, and then let's go to here. Yeah, that seems far enough. Great, I may need to create again. I don't know why. I probably have been told this though. Why it doesn't automatically start from 0. Alright, so let's call this teleporter A and teleporter target A. Don't know if that's the best naming convention. Feel like I should call them something completely different, but you know, experimenting. Right, so why was I doing this again? Oh, right, the sewing machine. Which now needs to go up and over and more up and more over. Gosh. Oh, whoops. I want to move the whole thing. As I'm thinking of having 4 levels. Right. I know. I'm living dangerously. I'm starting from 0. Crazy, crazy notions. So today I was on this page on Instagram, and it was talking about where do you start your Excel charts from. That was a really interesting rabbit hole to go down. I'm quite partial to either I usually start from A3, which is apparently blasphemous, but I don't know. Like B2 sometimes when I know I want to put information in the other columns, but it's just very interesting. I was quite amused by the person who was saying that they start from Y25 just to check people are actually looking at their slides. That was quite a fascinating insight into the mind of someone who's trying to make sure that their Excel sheets are really appreciated. I am always super impressed by a well organized Excel sheet, um, especially if you've got some formulas in there. So, oh, yes, tell me more of your glorious Excel sheets. Right, shall we test this on this one? Make sure I'm on the right tab. Wait, did I save that before I think, oh, it looks like I did. Right, there shouldn't be any errors, fingers crossed, when I drink. Hello, Theron. Having a little stretch, are we? Oh, he's a tired little kitty. Have you had a busy day? Oh, he looks so worn out. Okay, right, entrance point. Ooh, whoops. The entrance point works. Why can't I move around? That's weird. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so entrance point works. This is not a great placement for the. Oh, I can jump over to the other one, so that's good. Wait, exit. I feel like maybe they should disappear on entry as opposed to on exit. Now, can I? I really need a bridge, don't I? Ah! Oh, wait, I see. Can I transport back, though, is the question. Oh, I actually climb over the transport. So as soon as I walk into it, it just transports me automatically. I don't know about that. And then that one is far too high. Ooh, and then I fall. But not for long. Hmm. Okay, but I can't. Oh dear, it looks like something's happened to the sewing machine. What has occurred here? Okay, this is not good. I mean, this is far too high and this has fallen through the table. Many questions. Many questions. But it does have its rigid body, so that's good. I suppose I didn't put a rigid body on the legs, so. Oh, does that mean I need two? Oh. Back to development. Right, I don't like the way that this works. Okay, so can I edit this? No. Okay, that's fine. I can add an actual thing to say that it's transported. Ah, I see the problem because it has a box collider, which I should copy component and put it on the actual table. This is when I think of Discord and the wonderful sounds that it can make. Okay, so if I add paste component as new, and then go to sewing machine, and then oh, I've forgotten how do I. Oh, there we go. That's how I override it. We'll do that in a second. So closer. Come a little bit closer, you're my kind of guy. So big and so strong. Cause I'm all alone, and the night is so long. Okay, so I have to prefab, unpack completely. Oh, no, wait, that doesn't work. Joe, just don't question it. Accept it, move on, press test. Maybe press save first. Too late. We've passed the point of no return. We've pressed the button. We're on our way, Theron. We are on our way. Oh. What have you been doing all day while you're so tired? It's raises many questions. Everything seems in order. You haven't eaten any of my string. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that, like, lots is happening over there. Lots that shouldn't be happening. Right, this is just, why is this wandering around? Maybe having a rigid body wasn't a good idea. Let us save this and test this scene and hope that it works. These are very high though. Okay. It's a bit too high off the ground, but maybe this is better. But it's still... Okay, so the top box collider doesn't work. Oh, does that mean I have to have multiple box colliders? That seems like a recipe for disaster. So let's try it and see how it works out. So the table had its own box collider. Oh. The table doesn't have its own box collider. Why doesn't the table have its own box collider? It's fine. We start again. Let's add a box collider and edit it. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to save that. Oh, and I should move these down, shouldn't I? Because I have the ability to do so. Right, okay, that is better. Let's save, test, and launch. All the good things. I'll have a quick drink. Okay, so I can sit in front of the sewing machine. That's good stuff. And then if I walk up to it, it's got a rigid body. Ah, and the table has a rigid body too. Does the sewing machine need a rigid body? I feel like that's maybe rigid body overkill. But yeah. But then I can sit, can I? Let's see if I sit. Brilliant. Good stuff. Okay. I'm pretty pleased with that. And then, okay, now getting up here was challenging. We definitely need an alternative method. Getting down easier. The transport thing doesn't work. And now I'm standing on the transport thing. Ah, okay. Okay, I might need to put that to the side and actually have a thing that shows that it's there, because otherwise it's just, yeah, it's a bit confusing. Okay. But you know, the fabric islands are coming together. Can I get to this island? Yes, I can. Now for double jump. I'm not great at jumping puzzles, but those of you who are will be fantastic, and you'll do just fine. But yeah, I think an actual bridge of some sort needs to be employed. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think that's going quite well. So I'm not going to do it today, but whoops, what did I just do? The next stage is, wait a minute, with the tangerine seed. Oh, I already put it all together. That's disappointing. That means I can't change the colour either. No matter. The next stage is to put the pin cushion box and the pins in. And I'm going to try and make it so that that's a very large box, that the pins will light up to show progress. Just as a way of kind of giving you a little idea of if you've missed anything by the time you get here. I am going to have copies of it throughout the world that will all be working on the same script, but I need to do it first to work out, not even just to work out, just to make sure it works and it mirrors all the things it should be mirroring. But the script should be quite simple. It will just be swapping from one material to another, which I think I've actually done in another game I made. So I may just, instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, swap this. Why is this? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong one, aren't I? Instead of trying to reinvent the wheel, I may just have make it into a free fab and make it just do the things. Oh, whoops. That is interesting. So, pincushion box. Might want to make that slightly smaller. There we go. I think I will have a large one as well. Kind of just floating in the world. I don't think this needs a rigid body, just by its very nature. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't like that either. But it's not the point. The point is just experimenting. Huh. Okay, it's just too big. I mean, I want an abstracted exaggeration, but not to the point of ridiculousness. Because I'm going to have a large one elsewhere, so this doesn't need to be excessively large. Yeah, see, that's too big. in theory, by the time you're up here, it should be so close that you don't need it to be large. Right, so where's the pin? I will create an empty object in U, pin cushion, and then take it out because it should match your position. Put the pin cushion box inside, and then put the pin inside. And oh, I don't like that. That material does not suit this model at all. And then we'll call this pin 1. And then let's shut this down. Pin, no, just pin 1. No, I might just. Instead of trying to name it, like constantly going over and renaming it, like, and don't overcomplicate an existing method. Right, so in theory, this should now, fine, okay, you don't like it, I get it. So you want a space between 1 and 2, no dashes for you. Right, so if I press copy, that should give me 3. Wait, where's 2? So 1, 2, 3. That is now in a bafflingly confusing order, but I'll have to live with it, knowing that it was all part of the experiment, the journey. And I think obviously they're far too perfectly placed. I mean, not impossible that you could do all of your pins perfectly upright, but I think you'd have to be pretty meticulous, which isn't impossible as a seamstress or a crafter in any way, but more often than not, they will be ever so slightly slanted. I actually have a cupcake, not a box. But I like my cupcake, it's fun. It used to have a tape measure attached to it, but in the throes of one night doing some late night sewing, I accidentally cut through the tape measure. It was a sad day. Alright, so I will do a material stop for the top of these so that they will swap to an illuminated material. I might just create I want a material with an emission, and let's make it what colour are my pins usually? Do you know, I don't usually use these pins. I usually use the metal ones. I think they're far better quality, but for the sake of aesthetics, we'll make them red. Base colour ever so slightly orangey. Right, okay, so I know what I can't seem to find it. That's what I want. Mm, I don't have a metallic map, so why am I doing that? Looks like it's got a little moustache. Is that because of the emission thing that I put on it? I put a different one. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to have to think carefully about the emission that I use. Wrong one. I see. So because of what about this? Yeah, that seems alright. Oh dear. I'll have to remodel the pincushion as well. So is it? No, that's not what I want. I wanted to rotate it just full 360. Well, I need to remodel that to improve that back bit. But other than that, I might do a script that instead of illuminating it to a new material, a new color, it just cycles through some rainbow colors. But then that's a lot of then it will be constantly calculating that. That's probably not a good idea. Unless I allow it to pick a random color between three colors, um, that sounds like a better idea because then it just picks it and it is that color and that's it. And I just need to have three of those materials available and say either pick this one, or that one. And that should be fairly simple. And each one will be connected to a item that's picking up, which is a fairly simple script to do. I've definitely done that before. And I need to create like a light thing for the bridge to actually show that, not bridge, the transform, to show this is where you transform from. But and I think maybe some smaller display islands just around the side with things on them, like the giant pincushion and maybe some giant garment examples when I finally do the garments. But yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely. It's all very experimental because while I've made a spatial space before, this is the first one I've made in Unity, which I find very comforting because I'm fairly familiar with Unity. I've used it before, so it feels like neutral ground to do something new. But yeah, that is. Oh, whoops. This is the problem of I like black accessories, but dropping a black mouse on a black floor can be quite challenging. But I love my beautiful ergonomic Logi mouse. I know it disturbs a lot of people the fact that it's freestanding, but it's mine and it's for me. Anywho, now that I have rescued the mouse from the floor, I am going to end this stream here. I don't know if I'm going to game tonight, but